presents QuizBusters. Production of QuizBusters is made possible in part by Consumers Energy, building Michigan's future by supporting excellence in education. Consumers Energy counts on us. And by viewers like you. Today, the Warriors of Charlotte take on the Bulldogs of Ionia. Now, here's the host of QuizBusters, Matt Ottinger.
Thank you. I don't think Dan can hold that much longer. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to QuizBusters. Glad to have you with us. Looking forward to a good game. And as I like to say every once in a while, see how well you would do against the 8 players in our studio. See how you would match off and match wits with these students. Let's meet the 2 teams playing today's game in the green division, beginning with the Orioles from Charlotte High School. They are Daniel Sims, Chuck Eifert, the captain is James McRae, and Tom Hindenaw on the end. Their alternate is Sean Getz, and their advisor is Sheila Robertson. They'll face, the Bulldogs of Ionia High School. That team is Nicholas Richard, Crystal Cohagen, the captain Ryan Jackson, and Tess Jeffers. Their alternates are Yana Kolemantz and Emily Cook, and their advisor is Stephen Carnes. We'll get a chance to meet our players at halftime, but right now these 8 want to get started, and we'll do that, as we always do, with the Quick 10. 10 toss-up questions, players, to get things rolling. Best of luck to all of you. And the Quick 10 begins with question 1. Pitchblende is an ore of what radioactive element whose isotope 235 is used? Tess, Ionia.
Uranium.
Uranium-235 is used in nuclear reactors. That's right. Question 2. Dianetics is a book by what founder? Ryan, Ionia.
L. Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard, the Church of Scientology. That's right. Question 3. The 1938 Anschluss, A-N-S-C-H-L-U-S-S, allowed Nazi Germany to annex which neighboring German-speaking country whose capital is Vienna? James, Charlotte.
Austria.
Austria is where Vienna is the capital. Question 4. Ulrich of Augsburg was the first person to undergo what process that allows one to be referred to as a saint? Tess, Ionia.
Canonization.
Canonization is the right word. Question 5. In January 2003, the Supreme Court upheld a 20-year extension to what kind of intellectual property that protects books and music? Ryan, Ionia.
Copyright.
Copyright is right. Question 6. Culex, C-U-L-E-X, Aedes, A-E-D-E-S, and Anopheles are the 3 major genera of what kind of blood-sucking insect? Ryan, Ionia.
Mosquito.
Mosquitoes are your blood-sucking insects. That's right. Question 7. The Secret Sharer and Lord Jim are works by what author better known for Heart of Darkness? Tess, Ionia.
Joseph Conrad.
Joseph Conrad is right. Several people got that on Heart of Darkness. Question 8. What decade that coincided with the Lost Generation and the Jazz Age was frequently described as roaring? Ryan, Ionia.
1920s.
The 1920s, the Roaring Twenties. That's right. Question 9. Memories of President Lincoln and A Song of Myself are sections from which American poet's collection? Ryan, Ionia.
Whitman.
Leaves of Grass. Well done. Walt Whitman is right. Question 10. In 2004, the Oscar for Best Original Screenplay of 2003 went to what director of Lost in Translation? The daughter of director Francis Nicholas, Ionia.
Sofia Coppola.
Sofia Coppola is right. 10 points there, and that's all 10. We got all the answers. Quick buzzers over here by the Bulldogs. They got 9 out of the 10. We did get all 10 correct, and that's something. Charlotte, a little bit faster on those buzzers. You'll get right back in this, too. Regular game now. Toss-up leads to a bonus. Players, everybody's in for this. Robert Hooke invented a compact wheel type with 2 weights and a pulley. More common is the type with a sealed bellows inside an evacuated metallic box, the aneroid variety. Evangelista Torricelli invented the original form of what device to measure air pressure? Tom, Charlotte. Say it.
Barometer.
Barometer is right. 10 points. You've got control. And like I said, that quick buzzer is going to pay off for you. Charlotte in control. Name these western U.S. cities. James, you'll give me answers. This city on the Willamette River, Willamette, the Willamette River, is 45 miles west-northwest of Mount Hood. I need your answer.
Vicksburg.
Not Vicksburg, no, western U.S. cities. Those two references were to Oregon. Portland is the answer. Portland, Oregon. No points there. You're at 20. New toss-up for everybody. For over 40 years, this nation has been troubled by insurgent groups such as ELN and FARC, F-A-R, Ryan, Ionia.
Colombia.
Colombia is right. Nice anticipation. Well done. Ionia, your bonus category. Long setup. Listen to this. Ryan, you'll give me answers. A reporter discovered him in Africa years after he had gone missing. His new acquaintance greeted him by name, but added the phrase, "I presume," to be polite. First, name this Scottish missionary who explored the Zambezi River.
Livingston.
Livingstone is right. Next, this man found Dr. Livingston.
Smith.
Not Smith. Stanley. Henry Stanley, said Dr. Livingston, I presume. 10 points on that bonus. It brings you up over 100. We're going to play our first pop quiz. One-on-one action now, players, each of you answering 3 questions against a single opponent. I've got your letters right here. They are P-R-O. All your answers will begin with P-R-O. Daniel from Charlotte will start us off. Nicholas from Ionia. Here we go, players. Just the two of you, of course. A device having a revolving hub with radiating blades used to move certain Nicholas.
Propeller.
A propeller. Certain airplanes through the air or certain boats through the water. Next. A city in central Utah. It's Provo, Utah. P-R-O-V-O. Final word for Daniel and Nicholas. Punctual. Nicholas.
Professional.
Not professional. No. Daniel, any ideas? If you're punctual, you are prompt. That's the word that I wanted there. Chuck from Charlotte. Crystal from Ionia. The food and other necessities taken along on a trip, especially a camp. Crystal.
Provisions.
That's right. Speak up for me. Yes, especially a camping trip. Next. A person whose duty is to keep watch over students during examinations. You'll see that a lot more when you're in college. A proctor is the word that I wanted there. Final question. An apparatus for throwing an image onto a screen. Crystal's first.
Projector.
A projector is right. 10 points there. Captains now, James from Charlotte and Ryan from Ionia. The two-word phrase in law which says that there are reasonable... Ryan?
Pro bono.
No, it's not pro bono. James, I'll read it for you. The two-word phrase in law which says there are reasonable grounds to believe the accused was guilty of the crime. Go ahead.
Probable cause.
That's what I wanted. That's the 2 words. Yes. Next. The Cincinnati-based company, founded in 1837, which is now a worldwide leader in the manufacture of soap products. Ryan.
Procter & Gamble.
Procter & Gamble is right. Final question. Any small, usually handheld object used by a character in a play or film. Ryan.
Prop.
A prop. The longer word is property. We all know it as a prop. Tom now from Charlotte and Tess from Ionia. Particularly conspicuous or notable, whether by appearance or reputation. Tess.
Promiscuous.
Not promiscuous. No. Tom, any ideas? Looking for prominent. Prominent is conspicuous. Next. The descendants or offspring of a plant or animal. A tough word there. Progeny is what I wanted. Final question. An administrative division of a country, such as Canada. We have states. Canada has provinces. Province is the word that I wanted. That's the end of the pop quiz. Might have overthought that last one. Sometimes they're not quite as hard as they think we're making them out to be. Okay, players, you're playing for control of the audio bonus category. Everybody's now back in for this. It is situated at the confluence of the Sab, Basak, B-A-S-A-K, and Mekong rivers. Abandoned a number of times, the current city has been inhabited since its re-establishment in 1865 by King Norodom. Capital of the Khmer Empire after 1434. This is what capital of Cambodia? And nobody has the capital. It's Phnom Penh, the capital of Cambodia. We go to a new question, players. Translator Paul Bowles found this work's American title as he left the New York subway one evening. The British knew it as Behind Closed Doors, a nearly literal translation of the French Huis Clos. Name this play by Jean-Paul Sartre that declares hell is other people. Ryan, Ionia.
Being in existence.
No, that's not right. Charlotte, I'd finished it. Any ideas? The Sartre play I wanted is No Exit. No Exit, the answer. We'll get one of these players back in for this. For a regular cone, it is pi times the height times the radius plus pi times the radius squared. For a sphere, it is 4 pi times the radius squared. Nicholas, Ionia.
Surface area.
Surface area. Way to figure that out. It wasn't a math question so much as a math theory question, and Nicholas had that figured out. Bonus category for Ionia. It is the audio category. You'll hear the clue first, and you can confer because it's a bonus situation. After we've all heard it together, we'll ask you some questions. Let's see what we have for you today.
My illness has made very little difference to my scientific work. It was lucky to have chosen theoretical physics. That is mainly pure thought, for which my physical disability is no handicap. I may be mentally disabled as well, but if so, I am too far gone to realize.
And first question, name the scientist you just heard.
Stephen Hawking.
That's right, 10 points. Hawking was born in Oxford, England, but he currently holds the post of Lucasian Professor of Mathematics at what higher education rival to Oxford University?
Cambridge.
Cambridge is right. This one's for 20. What famed mathematician held the post of Lucasian Professor of Mathematics in 1669?
Newton.
You knew that one. 20 points. You got all three. Swept the category. Very well done. New toss-up, players. It included $10 million compensation to Texas for settling its border dispute with New Mexico and the abolition of the slave trade in the District of Columbia. Name this compromise of Henry Clay and Daniel Webster that admitted California. Tess, Ionia.
Compromise of 1850.
The 1850 compromise admitted California to the Union. Well done. Ionia back in control. We're going to ask you to identify these European leaders as of July 1st, 2004, in case things might have changed since our taping date. First, Prime Minister of Great Britain.
Tony Blair.
Tony Blair is right. Next, President of France. I need your answer.
Cousteau.
No. Chirac. Jacques Chirac is the answer. Well, you got to try something, right? 10 points on that one takes you up to 230. Brings us to halftime. And Ionia with the big lead right now. Guys, you can get back in this with a couple of toss-ups. It could be still anybody's game in the second half. We'll play the second half in just a minute. Right now, though, a chance to meet our players and find out a little bit about each of them. They've all come down to our studios to have some fun with us for the next half hour. We want you to know a little bit about them. We'll start with the Orioles, and Daniel, we'll put you on the hot seat. Have you go first. Welcome. Tell us about yourself.
My name's Daniel Sims. I'm from Charlotte High School. I'm a die-hard Red Sox fan, and I can't wait till they finally break this curse and win the World Series. And I plan on going to Western Michigan to be an English teacher. And so far, those are my plans after high school.
Sounds great. And, of course, this airs in December, so something's happened. Maybe they have broken the curse. We don't quite know yet. Chuck, welcome.
Hi, I'm Chuck Eifert. I go to Charlotte High School. I plan on going into drafting and computer-aided drafting, and go Red Sox.
All right, very good. And James is the captain.
I'm James. I'm a sophomore at Charlotte High School. I'm in band, which I enjoy very much. Also in Quiz Bowl. Generally consider myself an intelligent person. Don't really have any certain career plans now. Hope to be back next year. Maybe I'll know then.
Okay, very good, James. Thanks for being with us today. Finally, Tom.
I'm Tom Hindenoff, senior at Charlotte High School. I plan on majoring in physics, Japanese, probably at Michigan State, a bunch of other colleges, and go Sox.
All right, very good. The Orioles of Charlotte High School. Make them feel welcome. I just love that we have baseball fans in general because, as I've said on the show a few times, I think I'm the last one sometimes. But go Sox, absolutely. Let's meet the Bulldogs, beginning with Nicholas.
My name is Nicholas Richard. I'm a junior at Ionia High School. My favorite things in school are math, lunch, and friendship, and I play bass and guitar in the rock phenomenon known as the Plurals.
And I'm guessing those favorite things were not necessarily in that order. Thank you, Nicholas. Let's meet Crystal.
I'm Crystal Cohagen. I'm a senior at Ionia High School. I'd like to say hi to Matt, Sean, Rena, and my sister Amber, who loves this show.
Terrific. Thank Amber for me. The captain is Ryan.
I'm Ryan Jackson. I'm a sophomore at Ionia High School. I'm also in soccer and science Olympiad, and I enjoy literature and history.
All right. Terrific, Ryan. Thank you for being here. Finally, let's meet Tess.
My name is Tess Jeffers. I'm a junior at Ionia High School. I have no college plans as of yet, but as I'm a biology extraordinaire, I plan to do something in that field.
There you go. All right. Thank you, Tess. The Bulldogs of Ionia High School. And we have some more game to play. It's the second half of our game. We have a pop quiz. That's what this is, a pop quiz waiting for you halfway through. The lightning round is what will end our game. And, of course, you're playing right now for control of our video bonus category. And we go back to our toss-ups. Everybody's back in for this. Still the tallest brick building in the world, it was completed in 1930. Designed by William Van Allen, its radiator cap gargoyles befit the former headquarters of an automobile company. James Charlotte.
The Chrysler Building.
The Chrysler Building, the automobile company. That's exactly right, the Art Deco skyscraper in NYC. Charlotte, some catching up to do. See how you do with the video category. You're going to see the question come up on the screen. Answer that correctly, and I'll have more in the category for you. We're going to hear from Annie Stahlberg from the MSU Theater Department. She's got your question.
What Shakespearean character died after stating, "The rest is silence"?
Othello.
Not Othello. No, the rest is silence is where we get Hamlet. Hamlet, the right answer there. Tough break on the bonus once again, but we have a new toss-up for everybody. Get right back in this with this. Peter Lefcourt's The Dreyfus Affair, Ring Lardner's You Know Me, Al, Philip Roth's The Great American Novel, Bernard Malamud's The Natural, and Gordon McAlpine's Joy in Mudville are novels about what sport? Everybody's in. James Charlotte.
Baseball.
It is baseball, as a matter of fact. We did have a baseball reference in the game. How about that? What sport? All 8 of you, and James was the fastest. Well done. She was turned into a monster because her admirer tried to enlist a jealous enchantress to help him win her. First question for you, Charlotte. Name this maiden who later terrorized the sea alongside Charybdis. I need your answer.
Medusa.
No, Scylla and Charybdis is the pair that you would associate with each other. We go back to a new toss-up question. Unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith are its 7 guiding principles. Name this holiday celebrated the week after Christmas. Crystal, Ionia.
Kwanzaa?
That was created in 1966 by a professor of African American Studies. Right. Crystal, well done. New bonus category is, I think we have a baseball reference that you guys are going to get. Give the following about the 2004 Major League Baseball All-Star Game. I bet you these guys are going to know. Let's see how you guys do. First, the game was held in this National League city.
Pittsburgh.
What's that?
Pittsburgh.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. You guys know? You guys know? Houston. Yeah, Houston was the right answer. Tough break there. It didn't go that way. Houston, the right answer. No points. Let's play our second pop quiz. One-on-one action once again. I'm just getting excited by the baseball stuff here. This time, all consonants players, SCH is going to begin all your correct responses. SCH. Daniel from Charlotte, Nicholas from Ionia. Get started, gentlemen. Here we go. A written or printed list of the days, dates, and times. Not your turn, James. I'm sorry, so I've got to turn over to Nicholas. We were in the pop quiz here. Nicholas, a written or printed list of the days, dates, and times of appointments.
Schedule.
Good job. 10 points for that. Careful, James. Let's not have that happen again. Daniel and Nicholas, second question. A high-speed straight run in skiing. Nicholas.
Slalom.
No, I'm sorry. Daniel, you any idea? Go ahead.
Slalom.
No, it's a shoes. Slalom is the other one. Shoes. S-C-H-U-S-S. Final question for Daniel and Nicholas. The Austrian-born actor who is currently governor of California. Nicholas.
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger is the current governor of California. Chuck now from Charlotte. Crystal from Ionia. A number of fish or aquatic mammals keeping... Chuck.
School.
A school of fish, that's right. Next, one of the original Mercury 7 astronauts, and the only astronaut to fly in the Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo missions. Wally Schirra is the answer there. Tough one there for people of your generation. Final question. The American businessman whose company introduced the one-speed roadster bicycle in 1895. If you think of bicycles, the name that should come to mind is Schwinn, S-C-H-W-I-N-N. Captains now, James from Charlotte, Ryan from Ionia. Here we go. The current Boston Red Sox pitcher who won the World Series MVP award in 2001, throwing for the Arizona Diamondbacks. James.
Martinez?
Not Martinez, no. Ryan, any ideas? Go ahead.
Sean.
No, Schilling, Kurt Schilling. It's the SCH thing again. Second question. In the Arabian Nights, the woman who relates such interesting tales nightly that the Sultan spares her life. And her name is Scheherazade. Tricky word there. Final question. A sum of money or other aid granted to a student because of merit or need. James.
Scholarship.
A scholarship. That's right. 10 points there. Tom from Charlotte and Tess from Ionia. A detailed plan or system, especially for carrying out a secret, dishonest, or Tom.
Scheme.
A scheme. That's right. Next. The writer, doctor, and African missionary who won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1952. And he was Albert Schweitzer. Final question. A seagoing vessel with two or more... Tom. Schooner is how we say it, but that's fine with me. 10 points for that. That's our pop quiz. Give him a hand. When you get the letters in your head, that makes perfect sense to say it that way. Okay, next time we hear the fanfare players, we're headed to the lightning round. Right now, a few more toss-up questions to get back to the bonuses. Here we go. Its residents call themselves Iskanderi, I-S-K-A-N-D-E-R-I. In ancient times, it was home to a building known as the Pharaohs and to the ancient world's largest library. James, Charlotte.
Alexandria.
Alexandria is where you'd find the library. That's right. Charlotte, consider the equation E equals mc squared. First, that equation that relates mass and energy is named after which Nobel laureate who developed the theory of relativity?
Einstein.
Right, 10 points. Which physical constant is represented by the C?
Speed of light.
Right, this one's for 20. Rounded up to the nearest power of 10, how many joules of energy are released if 1 kilogram of matter is converted completely into energy? And I need your answer.
96.
No. 10 to the, I don't know how on earth you would know this unless it's something that's taught. It's 10 to the 17th joules. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of joules. 20 points on your bonus takes you up to 120. We have a new toss-up for all players. This property has its minimum values for the noble gases and tends to increase toward the middle of each period. It reaches its maximum for iridium and osmium. Name this property defined as mass per unit volume. That's Daniel, Charlotte.
Density.
Density is right. 10 points, and Charlotte's back in control. Going to ask you to answer these questions about the 1857 novel Madame Bovary. First, name its French author.
Madame Bovary?
No, I'm sorry. No, it was not an autobiography. Gustave Flaubert is the answer on that one. Tough break on that bonus. You've had tough breaks all night with the bonuses, I'm afraid. They haven't gone your way because obviously, as we proved when they had one over here, that you did know the answer. But as we say right now, Ionia's doubled up on Charlotte. We've got a lot of questions left in the last 60 seconds. It's the lightning round. The rules have changed right now. 10 points when you're right, as always, but we're going to take away 10 points when you're wrong. Keep that in mind. That can be very important. And the 60-second timer is all set, so let's begin the lightning round now. What kind of animals were the subject of a T.S. Eliot book of poetry that was adapted into a Broadway musical? Chuck.
Cats.
Right. At sea level, the freezing point of water is how many degrees Fahrenheit? James.
32.
Right. The largest cities in Maine and Oregon share what name? Chuck.
Portland.
Right. Who was the Greek god of departed spirits and the underworld? Tess.
Hades.
Wrong. Dana Owens is the real name of what star of Chicago and Bringing Down the House? Crystal.
Queen Latifah.
Right. What was the collective name given to the powers that included Germany, Italy, and Japan? James.
The Axis.
Right. What is the term for shooting 2 over par on a particular golf hole? Tom.
Double bogey.
Right. What man led Russia during World War II? James.
Joseph Stalin.
Right. From Latin words meaning small and protected, what do we call the small shell-encased mammal of the American Southwest? Tess.
Armadillo.
Right. What English king was beheaded in 1649? James.
Charles I.
Right. Which of the outer planets is named for the Greek god of the sky? Chuck?
Neptune.
No, it's Uranus. We'll take 10 away for that. It doesn't matter, though, Ionia, you're our winners. But nice job on that last 60. I get the Greek and the Roman mixed up, too, all the time. Pluto's the answer that I wanted for the departed spirits of the underworld. I think everything else they answered correctly, all the way down except the last one. Uranus was the planet named for the god of the sky. Neptune, of course, is the water. Charlotte, nice run there. Yeah, especially on that last, you should be very proud of yourselves, especially on that last 60. Lots of points on the board. Came up a little short, and I think, again, it's just the way that the bonuses broke. Sorry that didn't work out for you. Good luck in your future competitions. Ionia, they came on strong at the end, but you held on to win, of course. You'll move on in our tournament. We'll take that 270 and see how it matches up with everybody else. Have you back here in the second round. Congratulations to you. The East Side Homeschoolers and the Stockbridge Panthers will be our game next time when we go back to White Division action. Thank you for watching this one. And for all of us, I'm Matt Ottinger. Enjoy.
Production of QuizBusters is made possible in part by Consumers Energy, building Michigan's future by supporting excellence in education. Consumers Energy, count on us. And by viewers like you. Book Scholarship Awards for QuizBusters are provided by SBS, the student bookstore, located at 421 East Grand River Avenue in East Lansing. For more information about QuizBusters or any of WKAR's locally produced series or specials, visit our website at WKAR.org.